What is up, guys? Coach Leo here. Today, we're going to be talking about the two big pillars of what really makes a really good jungler, what, gives you a lot of impact in games and consistency. These two things are going to be how you use your time, your tempo, and how you make decisions, which is how you gather information. So the two main things we're going to be really focusing on is tempo and information gathering. So this is going to be the focus of the video. And how do I know that these are kind of like the most important things? Because, as some of you may know, I used to play pro. I'm also a challenger player, but more than that even is that I have coached a lot for the past 2 years, solo queue players from all ranks. And, I have a really good sample size of what players and what things people, my learning objectives, right? I give people learning objectives all the time, and the same ones keep coming up, right? The same learning objectives keep coming up. So this is something that you definitely want to focus on. And, obviously it just makes sense, right? Like jungler is a role where maximizing your time of what you're doing is, they kind of go hand in hand with decision making as well. So let's get into it, right? As you can see, this is like I don't know what it was, like Diamond Master tier game. We have some information already here, right? Information gathering. The Shyvana is starting on the Raptors. Cool. And so, even just recently in some recent coaching sessions, okay, something that I have realized is that, what is the idea with information gathering? Like, what are the big components of information gathering? So the first thing is like the minimap prompts, right? People's icons clashing and health bars dropping. Okay, that's the first kind of way to gather information. And that is like a prompt for you to then move your camera to that lane. But the other thing as well is like when you run between like Krugs and Raptors here, you can see right now I'm not doing very good information gathering because I'm just looking at my character. But when you run from like Krugs to Raptors, you want to have your camera on like the lanes that you're in proximity to. Now, I will say that, you want to value your clear speed above everything, right? So if your clear speed is slowing down, but this is the great thing about when you run between camps, which I like to call a click and pan. Okay, a click and pan is where you click somewhere and you pan your character, or you pan your camera and you let your character auto run to somewhere. Okay, so, I'm not even going to be focusing on like jungle tracking or anything else. I really just want to talk about this big point of this. I'll do some quick pings here. We know Shyvana is crossing over to the top side. So you don't have to be like LS, right? You don't need to do this, right? You don't need to do like crazy, like you really want to camera pan with intention, because at the end of the day, right? Depending on how much, the camera pan needs to be, you need to be intentional. You need to be like, okay, what am I trying to get with this bot lane camera pan right now? I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do after my blue buff. Okay, so I know that the Briar is pathing towards the top side. So me like instantly going for like the crab here is not the best use of. Now we're going to be talking about tempo. Okay, so now I'm in spare time mode, okay? And I don't want to go straight for the crab because I want to use up my time as best I possibly can. Which is literally just with a bot gank here. Even if we burn like even not that much, which it looks like we're going to burn some stuff here. Looks good. Okay, Ezreal's inting. So now we can, cool, flash, boom. Instantly ping my weak side here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, I didn't ping mid, but that's okay. Shyvana ganks mid. Ahri uses flash or something like that. I'm not sure exactly what happened. Shyvana's out crossing into me. I'm going to try and sneak in here. So maybe we can fight this, but maybe she's just too OP. I'm not sure. I think we can fight with Xerath. The Xerath's condition is not too good, actually. Maybe we chunk her. And okay, fine. That's okay. All good. All good. We'll just base here. Okay, so you're seeing as I didn't have smite there because I used it on whatever I did. We'll just take the base. And obviously, some better players will... I don't really think about my build too much this game, but I'm going to go lethality, and the enemy bot lane end is just going to kind of be like the target. I went Conqueror though. Actually, I'll do a bit of a mixture of a build this game. Okay, so when we're running at a base, back into it. Camera pan. Okay, don't have your camera sitting on you. This is also why you should think about what you're going to build before the game. Like, think about in champ select and loading screen, like, what am I going to build this game so I don't have to be sitting here like I was just doing, not camera panning and gathering information. Okay, so look here. Let's do some more good examples. So look, click here and camera pan. All right, we're having a look around. Obviously, the priority is the ones that you're closest to, right? You want to look around. All right, nothing's happening. Back to my Raptors. Cool. But this is the skill. This is the skill that you can practice, okay? And regardless of the outcome of this game, let's just talk about training for a second. Let's talk about learning and improving. You could just focus on this one thing and not care about anything else until it becomes a habit. So tempo and gathering information. being on time for your camp. So camps up, camps down, right? This is the fundamental that I talk about, which is if we have camps to farm, we're not just randomly going to go gank mid. We're not going to randomly go and like burn someone's flash. But now because we burnt Sona's flash, there's a big target. And we're seeing some other flashes, of course, in the chat, like Yorick and things like that. But we have paths bot because we think, okay, we want to play around bot lane. We want to play around the fact that, you know, Sona is a very easy kill for us. She now has no flash. Something that I should have done here 100%, which bad habits here. Then I needed to switch to Sweeper and Pink. Okay, I need to switch to Sweeper and Pink here because we know Shyvana is pathing towards the top side. I'm still going to go for it because it's my spare time. I'm going to ping my team here. I'm going to be like, yo, we can't kill the Sona here. So let's just take the objective because I know also Shyvana is pathing towards the top side. Oh, and there is Shyvana. She's about to dive mid. Okay, we're going to stay on the Drake here. It is what it is. She might even cross into us here on the Drake. So again, when I'm on the objective, I'm looking at, okay, what are the conditions here? Like Shyvana's getting low. Like, okay, after the Drake, we're going to go there then, right? So obviously I'm going to finish the Drake first. Oh, oops. A little bit of an early smite. I thought I had 1,000 smite for a second. Of course I don't. All right, and we're going to walk into them. We'll play slow here because Ahri is still, you know, she's still a champion that can kill us, potentially. And we just play really slow. There's the Ahri charm. And now we're all good. Okay, did my Fiora TP here? I'm going to give the Fiora kill here. I'm not going to waste any more time here. Look, insta-base, because as soon as those topside camps start showing, like red, Krugs, like any extra movement that you do on the bot side is potentially, you know, waste of time. So that's the feel. That's the flow of the game right now. Like I have some spare time there. I do the Drake. I go for the bot gank on Sona. Like I spend my spare time. If I do anything extra right here again, right? I'm camera panning to the top, and I'm thinking, is there anything there? Nope, there isn't. So we just go for the camps. Now I'm gonna keep watching here, right? Because I might be able to get ult soon, and maybe he's a kill then. But again, the main skill we're trying to train here in this game is just gathering information. The sooner you gather information, the easier it will be for you to make decisive calls. The reason why a lot of people struggle to make quick, decisive calls is because it's not even about making a quick, decisive call. Like sometimes there is going to be a moment where you just need to judge the play really, really well. But most of the time, it's about having this consistent like upkeep on the game. You know, I like to say like the game is alive, which is why it's so important to say what's next. It's why it's so important to not review while you're playing. Like you have to be really, really locked in because yeah, you need to be thinking about what the next play is. So here again, click. Pan. Okay, some stuff going on here. Like bot lane is not trading much. It's all healthy. Okay, keep farming. Keep camps uptime. We're thinking about objectives on the map too. 20 seconds on this. We're thinking about where Shyvana is pathing as well. It's a little bit hard to know now, but she should be like pathing towards the top side. Okay, we're having a look at this stuff. Okay, is this anything? Nope. Ahri is a bad target for me because, you know, she can have ult and she can live really easily. And we just keep farming. Oh, okay, interesting. So Sona died and this guy's 1 HP. So look, I'm gonna now potentially change here. Okay, Ahri is not. Oh, there she is. Okay, and we're just going to Ezreal. So he still may have his E, his flash. So we'll do that. We're thinking about what he has. You know, again, not very friendly for a Nocturne to verse these things. And now look here, I still have some spare time, so I'm not immediately basing in this case, even though this is happening top. I still have spare time. It wouldn't be worth, or, you know, it would be like a bit of a gamble here to recall here and think that I could potentially get something. But, however, it is still important to watch this because now I can think, okay, Shyvana is going on the grubs now. Like, what do I want to do about that? Am I going to match or am I going to trade? Okay, is there anything I can do about it? Ahri is also going to be topside soon. The Yorick is low. So in this case, I'm going to let my team cook here. I kind of know that his bot side is not up yet. My Xerath is also... Okay, so now I'm going to cross. Now I see Xerath. I was a little bit late to this, you know, kind of call. But I will cross now. Okay, let's just ping the Ahri because Ahri has no ult. This fight looks a little bit interesting, but maybe it's possible to play. Yeah, we can play it. I'll just hold my spell shield here. Or something. And... I think this guy has no ult, so I think we can kind of just walk at him. And attack him to death. Okay, so sometimes you're not always going to be able to make the right call as well, right? Sometimes you're not going to be like, oh, okay, I missed that on Xerath, right? Roaming to this play. Then it's okay, right? Make sure you don't review it in the game like I'm doing right now. Okay, tempo again. So all his top setters up here, right? However, I'm going to base because 1, I have no smite. 2, death tempo is a thing and he's going to be running back here very, very fast as he is doing right here. And it's not a guaranteed play that I can actually take that. Okay, so the next item that we're going to be... Why is it not coming up here? It's fine. We're going Hexblade. I'll just search Hexblade. Hex. I don't know why that was not showing it in the bruiser thing, but it's okay. And now in the next round, right? Same thing as before. All we're going to do is same fundamentals. We're keeping good tempo. You can see that, yeah, I'm a little bit, oh, click and pan. Immediately click and pan, right? Sona is mid. So like if Ahri is also mid, this is not good. But this guy just flashed in. So we can take at least one kill. And now that I know Ahri is like kind of turning up here because I'm not sure where she is. So I'm not going to fight this guy. Also, this champion, a little bit unbalanced. Damn, the damage. Okay, Shyvana going bot side. Cool. So again, information gathering is about reacting to that quickly. And of course, I was doing a little bit of a numbers check as well. If you know, you know, the plus and the minus fundamental. We're going to maximize our time here about crossing. Okay, we see Shyvana starting this objective. It's kind of hard for us to even... I don't really want to get chunked here. Okay, we information gather here on the fly. We're just like, okay, this guy's done this. I'm kind of inting here by not seeing that Caitlyn is coming here, but that's okay. And we keep farming. Now, Shyvana might look to invade. He did see us entering the bot side, but I think she went back to the bot side. Okay, cool. Again? Okay, let's information gather. Okay, what are we going to do after this? Sona no flash. We just saw that mid, right? So we're going to ping it. And we're thinking about what we're going to do after this. We're going to ping, okay, am I going to make it to this wave? 5 seconds on my ult? Probably not. So we're just going to wait for it here for a second. Wait here for a second. What is she going to do? If she enters river, we can ult. Spare time here again, by the way. And she walks up too far. And we go. And we spell shield the ult. Boom. Cool. Okay. Drag would be nice. I think in these situations, as the game goes on, right, the dragon becomes easier to take. So we will actually pull it out here with this advantage. We'll ping this fruit here as well if our team wants to go for it. The best play for Shyvana here, right, is obviously trying to trade. So I'm going to ping like this. But of course, there is a chance that, you know, Shyvana could also match us here. Okay, and then immediately, like, as we're doing this Drake... Okay, I'm trolling. Ahri did... Okay, they're doing a crazy play. They're breaking fundamentals. This is also why it's important to have a ward. But I think No, I didn't smurf on her. Okay, I'm trolling. Okay, we ping what's next. It's not always going... This is why you need a ward on the Drake. Because no matter what... Obviously, I'm playing in a... somewhat of a high elo game. They made a really good play. They broke fundamentals. And breaking fundamentals is obviously something that's really, really good to do. In the right situation, they just made a really good play. But that's okay. We just say what's next. We ping what we saw. Okay, there's not really anything. They just burn ults. Okay, that's it. What's next? Okay, going to our topside camps. And clearing down again. Playing off the fact that Sona has no flash and she's a target. And yeah, again, as I'm like doing this, right, I want to just look at the proximity lanes and gather some information. Sometimes, you know, you don't have to be like... Sometimes you can just think about, okay, I'm just going to pile down. But, you know, this could change to him, like, chasing up here, and I can, like, ping on the way, maybe. Okay, my Fiora's just playing a fight. I'll change my decision straight away. Yeah, that was a really good play from the enemy. They abused the fact that we had a false sense of security, and they thought, oh, like, you know, it's kind of like mind games a little bit, where it's like, oh, they think that we're just giving, but then we actually show up last second and fight. So just good play. And, you know, the higher elo that you get, the more you'll run into creating good habits. Ooh, great ward. Okay, let's kill this guy, guys. So you got to ping your team here, though. Like, you really got to ping your team. I'm going to use my Q here as well to try and get in range because he's about to gank bot. So I'm going to go on him straight away because I think the sooner that I burn his ult like this... Okay, he might just be Thanos. Do we have a stun here? Do we have anything? I think it's actually... That's it. Okay, that's fine. If we have anything more, like stun, then we can just flash in. Yorick is here though. I did not see that at all. I'll just trade. I'll just do as much damage as I can here, so I know I'm dead. Okay, all good. So this is a... Yeah, I mean, this is a fundamental as well of like... When Yorick TP's here, it's really, really bad to make a play. It's really, really bad to go for a play. However, it's like not too bad because it was 2 for 2 for... So overall for the game, I'm not saying that... I think what I did was, and you know, I also, you know, of course, don't review on Game Pass. I'm just reviewing for the sake of the video. What I did, or the result of what I did of this play is good, but what I did was not good. Okay. So once again, what's next? Remember to ping these summoner spells as you're dead. Think about what you're going to pile to next. Think about what you're going to play for next. Okay, we see that, you know, the top scuttle is up. So, and I have no camps up, so we're going to run instantly to the top scuttle. We're thinking here, we're click and panning, right? As we click to scuttle, we're not having our camera on our camera, we're having our camera here. Just because, in case there's any fight like this, I'm going to hold my ult for a second. I did not spell shield this. This is going to be... It's going to be okay. We take the 1 kill and we leave. That's it. We're looking for now enemy camps, of course. So now definitely we want to look for enemy Shyvana's camps. But maybe, yep, I was going to say, maybe Ahri comes here, so we got to just take it carefully. No, she's going top. Cool. So now we'll play for more. Smite in 2 seconds. So I really want to push limits here in terms of like how much I can take as well. Like even though the Ahri and the Sona are close here, I still want to be thinking like, I do still really want the camps, right? So, in always a good habit is like sweeping through. So Yorick once again is like, he's here, he's just mid. I think we still can get the scuttle, but we just need to, just gotta see what's happening. And then as soon as this is done, we will go back to our camps. Keep watching stuff. I'm gonna just slow this guy. Hopefully we don't really fight. We don't really want to fight here. Once again, the Yorick is here. Okay, if Fiora is TP'd or something like that. So I'm just gonna ult here for vision. Or to like the lack of their vision. And sometimes you can do that as Nocturne as well, right? You can press R as like someone is flanking. I don't really think I can do much here, but you know, Fiora's kind of smurfing it, so we'll follow it up. Alright, cool. Boom. Then instantly, like, what can we take? I think the Shyvana is bot side because he wasn't involved in this play, so we just take the Rift Herald. And now, yeah, mid-game fundamentals coming in. If you know, uptime, downtime. We're thinking about when we're going to base. We're thinking about if we're going to greed. My team wants to base now after this play, so, you know, we can think, again, we can make plans while we are doing this. Because right now we shouldn't, I mean, we should think about, like, maybe where the enemies are and stuff like that. But apart from that, we're thinking about what we're going to do next. And, you know, we think about the objective as well. We think about basing with our team. Okay, cool, everyone's basing. The only one kind of inting here is Caitlyn, which is fine. Definitely need mercs this game, and we are building, we're doing some interesting build, guys. We're experimenting a little bit. We are experimenting. I saw a 1400 LP Korean Nocturne doing this build. Okay, so here, instantly, click here, or click to the thing, pan. Click, pan, fight looks good. So we want to be here with our team, right? We want to do stuff. Now that the fight is over, we can just click the drag, and we ping the Drake. Nice. Alright, cool. And on the Drake, we're thinking what's next? We're thinking, okay, maybe we can use this Rift Herald in some kind of way. Maybe we can take the red. We still want to, you know, play, you know, we want to make the most of the fact that Shyvana is dead here. So we're going to ping on the way to this. And pull it out to this bush. We know that this is watered, so we're going to pink it. We're going to think about Ahri here, potentially coming in and disturbing us. And there he is. Boom. Ahri's not our target though, right? So we're going to not even look at that lane. Now, this is an occasion where I walked a little bit of an interesting way. Caitlyn based, right? So immediately, we don't want to fight this here. We no longer want to go for the Raptor camp. We no longer want to do anything here because they have 4 people here and our Caitlyn is not here. Okay, so we're just going to play some downtime, or, you know, we're just going to farm until... Yeah, now Jin also wants to base, so this is definitely downtime. This is downtime, but I'm going to still take the scuttle because I've got good vision. But this isn't time to like look to kill Ahri or look to ult Ezreal. This is not that time right now. For sure. Okay. Yeah, okay, now we see Ahri. So now it's about to become uptime again. So here, as soon as my teammates get on the map, I'm going to ping that I want to take stuff. If Xerath keeps basing here, I will adapt and I will not do anything. But for now, I want to potentially use Rift Herald, top or mid. This is an interesting situation where we want to eventually get the vision here. And this is kind of a hard bush to take. That's why I'm taking it really, really slow. Because we need to wait for them to show like on the midway. But you can see here, like it's just a hard bush to take, which is fine. Ezreal is now showing top. So we're like low-key, yeah, my team just wants to... I mean, my team wants to farm... My Xerath wants me to farm my camps. But really, we should be trying to take the mid tower with Rift. I could override that call, but now he's just like, whatever. I'll just adapt to him. All good. Sometimes, you know, when the game is... I mean, this game is like... I wouldn't say it's an even game, but sometimes you can't really progress the game. And a lot of to do with closing out the game is about... You know, you want to think of it like a slow choking of the enemy. Not like okay, make one, you know, so the call here by Xerath is fine, right? It's like, okay, let's just play slower. We're still going to look to use Rift Herald, but to be fair, the Fiora did create an advantage there by bringing the Ezreal there, and we had an advantage mid, but we just didn't really use it. Okay, so it's uptime once again, so I'm still not going to base here. We're looking at, okay, can we kill Yorick? Can we do something? Okay, Fiora's pushing bot, so we want to Rift mid now. Because Fiora is creating pressure, okay, and we want to use that pressure. We're going to push mid. We're going to really try and alpha this bush here. We're going to play Q-Poke Nocturne is what I like to call it. Yeah, my Jin's taking the Rift Herald. That's quite interesting, to be honest with you. And I think if we fear this guy, maybe he can die. No, he's like super tanky. Maybe this guy can die. We'll just back up here a little bit. Alright, cool. Ezreal Eid. We'll use Flash just to get in range. I think Yorick is coming from topside according to these Caitlyn pings. And Ahri is missing. There she is. I think we're chilling. Okay, we got our ult. Cool. We still want the camp though. Oh, nice stun. Let's get his Mercs. Oh, that was close actually. From the Shyvana. Alright, cool. So we still want to play uptime though. We still want to use the Rift Herald. We still want to create pressure, for example, so Fiora can do this. And I want to be acknowledging it. So this was all from a minimap prompt again. I saw that my Fiora was low, and that means that most likely the Yorick is low. Now we can no longer take anything more. The enemy is spawning. There's no camps to take. Sometimes you can look at for like topside camps too. So I'm going to stay on map here because my team's staying on map. So I will only base now when my team bases, but I'm not going to like push with them, you know? Like I want to look for like the camps. So this is also, you know, a little bit of a video of how to close games out as well. You know, you use those first two fundamentals of keeping good tempo and information gathering and, you know, not really compensating and stuff like that and all that information, all that good stuff. And then the closing the game out is about uptime, downtime, thinking about the pressure and thinking about when you want to sync. So right here, we do not want to stay here. Okay, because our Caitlyn's in base. Our Fiora also wants to base. There is a scuttle here that's quite important, but I'm just going to make sure that I'm trying to match my team's tempo as much as I can. And then, yeah, we actually want to build kind of some hill cut here. Okay, we'll just build this, whatever. Okay, now Jin's basing. Okay, Shyvana is here. Maybe they go for like a Hail Mary Baron. I should definitely have Blue Trinket right now. I forgot. Don't have those Nocturne habits in me yet. Fiora is mega pressuring. Okay, we get the slow on this guy. We can probably play slow. Maybe force his ult. Yep, there it is. I think we just all in now. Cool. And instantly ping the Baron. Immediately. Look how much pressure this guy's giving us. We gotta use it. Even if he was just inting, even if he's a 0-9 Scion just inting here, you know, you gotta use Bolster's pressure. Okay, so. And a lot about closing the game out as well, guys, is about... Am I dead? I'm just, every time I record a video, I'm just dying to an objective and looking like a super noob. Fine, it's fine. So what was I saying before? Yeah, so even if you have like an inting laner here, you really want to use that pressure. Okay, obviously this guy's not inting in this game. He's kind of the GOAT. And again, I also want to just explain, you know, I know a lot of people think, oh, like this game is like, you know, your team is just doing really good or blah, 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 blah. Sure. But even in a bad, like even with a bad team, right? Even if I lose this game with a bad team, like the thing about this is that these fundamentals are all about like consistency. It's all about that these will apply to pretty much every single game you play. And they will 100% make you, you know, a better jungler or even a really good jungler if you can do these fundamentals really, really well. Okay, so my team's just like ending the game now, so we just try and get to the base. All right, there. So that'll conclude. That's going to be a new meme, me dying to objectives in videos, whenever I record videos. I promise, guys, I'm not dying to objectives when I play the game and not recording. But if you're able to learn something from this video, guys, make sure to leave a comment down below. Consider dropping a sub, dropping a like, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace.